This is the Tree of Life, Season 10, Chapter 6. In this episode, we will be discussing institutional hybrid structures in enforcing time parsimony. To start off, path parsimony is intrinsic to individual universes, and that is why it predominates in the past. But as the present passes into the future, one universe becomes many and time parsimony dominates. We see this through preferential expectation matching within dissonant spaces, through exclusive word associations, coinciding with substitution events which generate displacement events producing path parsimony. These displacement events separate the past from the present and future via the reordering of causality. The distinction between path parsimony, which dominates the past, generating quantization of experience, and time parsimony, which governs the future, superseding it. Now, in past episodes, we have only talked about how hybrid structures are formed within dissonant spaces through negation of one of two direct ground pairings. But hybrid structures can also be formed within the conjoint consensuality through institutional structures. In this case, the institutional structure is external, embodied by physical representations, or symbols. These hybrid structures nevertheless create exclusive word associations through pairing of negation and affirmation via dialectical impulses. These hybrid structures likewise possess the capacity to generate displacement events within an otherwise convoluted path, producing path parsimony for an individual. Such institutional structures rely upon rigid role assignment, as well as an outward-inward direction of synchronicity, unlike dissonant spaces where this synchronicity is perturbed. In other words, by linking an individual role to some external hierarchy, further to preferential expectation matching, one is ensuring an outward-inward direction of synchronicity. Such institutional structures are associated with the archetypal consensual state. Whereas, what we will call dissonant hybrid structures are reliant upon a spatial non-consensual state. What is also clear is that these institutional hybrid structures fill in the gaps created within time parsimony by dissonant consensualities. They do this by representing the outward face of the substitution event, that is, on the other side of the negation. What is also clear is that an individual can maintain a role within an institutional structure outwardly, further to the maintenance of time parsimony, whilst at the same time existing inwardly in a dissonant space. It is perhaps this division of self into two components, one archetypal consensual created by an institutional hybrid structure, role-based, and one, spatial non-consensual, creating a dissonant hybrid structure within a dissonant space, which permits the observation of these retrocausal events resolving time parsimony. That's the end of the podcast for today.